All right, guys, we are back for another Dokkan Battle video. I just wanted to go over kind of like a little bit of a news roundup here. There's just a couple of things I wanted to cover on, just kind of like, get this information up, and then we'll continue going with a lot of the anniversary content. Obviously, there is quite a bit going on, still a lot coming, and probably coming up soon. We'll get to this in a couple of seconds, but I think we probably could see EZA details as early as tonight. But let's kind of go in order of a lot of different things we've got here. So first thing I did just want to cover on right here is Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku's EX Super. Now what's funny is before doing this, all I had seen is a lot of people struggling to hit this. Now, remember, there's two ways you could fail this. Number one is you could just fail to do a crit, in which case you don't even have a chance to do the EX anyway. And then the second one is if the attack is a crit, you have a 77% chance to hit this. Does feel like I miss the EX Super a lot. And, I mean, I'm paying attention. If it's a crit, it's just like, if it's not a crit, it's just like, oh, well, whatever. Not a crit. I'm not crying. But usually, if it is a crit, that's where it's like, oh, okay, so we just missed this 77% chance. And it seemed like a lot of people were kind of having a similar experience with this guy that I was, really until these tweets came up. Anyway, so, all right, so here's Gino, very good experienced player, getting a lot of 7 dodges right here. I don't like what they did with the Whis event. I'm in the process of kind of like recording all the drops I've gotten, and we're going to do a video probably, I mean, we'll see. There's a lot of different things I've been bouncing around doing in game between link leveling some of these characters to get them up and blah, 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 blah. Obviously, there's content, but we're going to get to this. I really hate what they did with the Whis event, though. We'll go over it later, but 7 of these 7 dodges. And, Gino put these on, the usual suspects. Harudagarn, Chi-Lai, right? Janemba. I mean, to be fair, yeah, this is definitely the types of characters we want to use those on. And, I mean, that's, that's good to go right there. Now this is something, I feel like I see people talking about this all the time, right? So I was like, all right, Proton, like what's the answer here? All hidden potential system skills cap at 50. Because I've seen a lot. This is not like, I've seen a dozen people bring this up, right? Of, oh, you don't want to go too far over, like, I think I had heard people say 33, I think is what it was. So it's like, okay, Proton, what's the answer? They cap at 50. So, we could, especially as equips come out, that could be like level 8s or level 9s or as high ever as they're going to go. We know we can go up to 50. Imagine if you had 50 dodge, that means you would have a 50% chance to dodge just from hidden potential system, which would be crazy, right? And then I was like, all right, one more question, Proton. Is Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku's EX Super chance truly 77%? Now, I'm getting way back into 2017 Dokkan referencing this. But I remember when, what's his name? Tech Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. When he first dropped, his counter chance, his super attack counter chance, I believe it said a high chance, but it was actually a 70% chance in order for his counter to proc. And then as time went on, they eventually really what's the word I want to use, but they made it very consistent, a lot of the wordings, right? Like high chance is 50, great chance is 70%, right? Like medium chance would be 30%. Like they kind of got that correct on like all these characters. But we have seen instances before where the numbers are a little fudged, but Proton said, yeah, 77%. So indeed it is. Goku, as long as you crit, if you crit, then you have a 77% chance that Daima Goku will do the EX super attack, right? We've had some bad luck, but hey, maybe tomorrow we'll have good luck, right? Here's another thing too. So I haven't uploaded it yet, but I did the Tamagami event, and we did I grinded them up, got them all rainbow and stuff like that. In the event notice here for the Tamagami event, it does specifically say that they can be Dokkan Awakened later during the anniversary. There's also like a little teaser trailer that in the background you can kind of see some of the Tamagamis you know, doing super attacks that they don't do right now. And then if we look at this, when you see the art in this fashion, like this signifies now EX super attack, right? When I saw this, it's just instantly, oh, okay. So this guy is going to be an EX super attack character. And then here's his actual like high quality art. 3 EX specials missing in database, plus the Dokkan ad with footage of their super attacks. Absolutely looks like that's what's going to happen around February 8th, right? So that is not... Wait, February 8th on Sunday. Okay, that's interesting. I mean, we'll see. Okay, wow. That's interesting, because that's a little closer to when we might start to see potentially, like, part 2 stuff, right? Like it's going to be coming up on that time. Oh, we'll see. A lot of EZAs coming. Tamagamis are definitely going to be getting awakenings. Going to be a lot more stuff that is, you know, going to be happening. But this is another thing. Not only are the Tamagamis going to Dokkan awaken, which is very obvious, but they're also going to have EX super attacks, which is interesting. Right, so these 3. And keep in mind, with their high HP totals, we're looking good. They give them some nice kits, and they could be pretty effective characters. I did do the video earlier on this bad boy right here, and I found this guy to actually be pretty good. I think this guy's pretty good. And again, he's got that really high HP for a free-to-play character. I think they did a great job there. All right, so there's that. Remember that this art, this character is just kind of floating around in the database. I haven't done the, what is it, like the heated throwdown event yet. But I do assume that this mini Supreme Kai is a boss in there. I don't want to kind of like spoil myself in the event quite yet, but we certainly, this guy will be a character who will come out, I think, at some point. Another time, a character who we might see in game, right? Since they've got, I mean, such a like good quality looking animation ready to go already. Then right here, yep. So don't forget. That there is the 3 EZs who are coming, the Carnival Gohan, Carnival Goku, and the Super Saiyan Trunks. I think we could see them as early as tonight. So in, what, 12 plus 3 hours, like 15 hours? I think we potentially could see the EZAs for the Goku, Gohan, and Trunks. Actually, you know, their EZA details tweeted. And a lot of people are excited. In particular, I would say more so for this guy right here, this Goku, who always was very good, and he had a lot of interesting abilities, right? Between his heal. He's another Ki Blast nullification character, by the way, which is huge, considering right now, I mean, one of the harder fights in the game, like, how good characters can be in there. A lot of it has to do with, you know, can you have a Ki Blast nullification? So this Goku certainly would be good. In that Cell Max fight, which will be awesome. He's got a survive KO mechanic. He's got the recover ability. Like, this guy, I think, potentially could be pretty solid. And don't forget, he is a stacking character. One thing I'd love to see, maybe they'd get 50% for each right there, boom. And then he could be another festival, you know, a battles, like, demonic destroyer. That would be pretty cool. What type of categories? So he's not on base Goku, not on that many categories, but he does have things like full power, Power Wishes, Final Trump card. That's obviously good. He is Goku family, so he's on the Daima Goku's team, so that's solid as well. Kind of surprising though, these guys aren't on banners, so they must be on the part 2 banners. Both Goku, Gohan, and then maybe even this Trunks as well. Then there's Gohan. It's going to be very interesting to see what they're going to do with this guy's kit. I think his kit is a little bit of a mess, but I think they could really redeem him well. Certainly, he's a Bond, a Master, and a Disciple character. That's a pretty solid team with a lot of Piccolos around it, too. So it's like we could easily be hitting his unit super attack, his conditional super. And then, of course, he's got these with Goku as well. So, I mean, this guy could come into a pretty good situation into the game. We'll, you know, kind of see how this is going to look, but this should be another powerful EZA. Now, remember, the Part 1 8th Anniversary LRs, I expect we would see them EZA probably more so to, like, the last week of February, right? So I think we would see them probably EZA in this range right here. February 23rd to the 27th is when I think we would see Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, and the GT Goku and the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta actually get their EZAs, right? And then finally, there's this Trunks, who I can only assume is going to EZA here mainly to just be another option for Daima Vegeta's team, which is, remember, he does legitimately, he's the first Carnival LR, right, to have 2 distinct categories as his leader skill, right? Jiren doesn't count because there's 100% overlap between Universal 11 and Universal Rival Saga. His leader is just Universal Rival Saga, is what Jiren is essentially. But Daima Vegeta does actually have 2 different categories, so that's very interesting to see, right? This Trunks, he's so old, summonable LR from 2017, it is very difficult to guess what a powerful Super EZA might look like for this guy. It's very common these days for Dokkan to do support on these Super EZAs. So, I mean, hopefully he gets a good one. This guy was really fun back in the day when he first came out, so hopefully they do give him a really nice Super EZA. Again, he'd be an option on Bond and Master and Disciple as well. He's on Future, right? You know, so there's a couple, Earth Protecting Heroes as well. There's a couple of different places we could run this guy. Would like to see him have a strong Super EZA for sure. And then, what is this? Oh yeah, this is that Goku. And then here's some of the home screen banner end dates related to the 11th anniversary. Try to keep this updated with any changes throughout the anniversary. So this is when some of this stuff ends. Yeah, so February 7th, that's when then it would be updated with the new stage and we could awaken them. Oh, the Heated Throwdown is probably going to get new stages. Okay, that's good to see. Wait, oh, February 5th. Yeah. Okay. So wait a minute. February... Oh, wow, that's actually a little bit further away than I was thinking. So that should be when the EZAs drop. February 5th. Probably Goku, Gohan, and Trunks. So in that case... it would probably be the 3rd when we would see the details then, right? Probably the 3rd, actually. So not tonight, but 3 days from now. Probably we would see the EZA details. Goku, Gohan, and Trunks, with them releasing on the 5th. Okay. Yep, there's the Tamagamis. So I guess the Tamagamis will be in the... They will be in the data download as well. It's just their release is going to be a little bit off, right? Then there's this... This, I think, is probably going to be dropping very close to part 2. If not exactly when part, like, pretty much the same day. Yeah, then there's the end of this. Typically, this ends, and then, like, you know, that's when the part 2 banners would come out. This is the, obviously, the discounts and stuff for the dual Dokkan Fest. Well, Dokkan Fest plus Carnival right there. March 10th, I mean, this is just a tentative end date of the anniversary. This doesn't mean anything, and a lot of this, I think, could probably be altered as well. This one, oh, so like they were hiding it on Global, but they forgot to hide it on JP? Okay. So yeah, it looks like they're hiding this on Global. When the data download with the EZAs would happen, they would adjust this to the correct date. So that's the way I'm reading this. They correctly hid it on Global, but they did not correctly hide it on JP, is what it looks like. Okay, so there's that. And then again, this is just kind of like tentative. Usually these types of things do last past the end of the celebration, and then remember there will be like a notice in the news. It'd be like, oh, remember, like the stuff's about to go away, you know, use any of the stones or coins or whatever type of stuff before then. So there we go, chat. There is again basically a news roundup, just a bunch of things I kind of wanted to get up in a video format. Let me know what you guys think. 11th anniversary, the reveal was pretty weak going into it, but once we've gotten into the celebration, I've been really enjoying myself. Feels pretty good. Very similar just to the GDC. I felt like the GDC live stream reveal also was pretty weak, but once we get in game and once all the stuff is dropping, it does feel much better. So I mean like everyone was upset about this Goku that day, and like I didn't think that people were like, you know, hating or being overly negative or whining. It's like I understood criticisms, but when it drops in game, it's all good. So let me know what you guys think. I'll catch y'all next time.